Hi, welcome to lesson 2. Before we go for new lessons, we have to review the past lessons, of course. Start with the names of the chords, the names of the tones, A, B, C, D, F, G. Uh, A, B, C, D, F, G. And then the black keys are A sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, and G sharp. Named after. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you that the black keys actually have two names. They can be either named by the letter to its left, in which case it is a sharp, or they can also be named by the letter to its right, in which case it becomes a flat. So A sharp is actually also known as B flat. C sharp can also be D flat. It's the same tone. D sharp, E flat. So the black is actually two names. Okay, so that just takes care of the names of the tones. Now I also talked about the numbers. Okay, your middle C is C4. The fourth C. If you look at the typical 88 key keyboard encompassing the entire range of the tones that can be generated from A0, the very low A0, C1, the first C1, very low, boom. In my keys, I don't have C0, but I do have, this is this is the sound of C4, C3, wait, let me zoom out for a bit. There, zoomed out. So this is C4 actually, C3, C2, low, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7. So this key is just, I think this is a 70 something key, it's incomplete. So, but the middle C is always C4. Okay. So, so we put numbers in relation to the letters to know whether they are above the middle C or below the middle C. So that way we can name all the notes, all the tones that can be generated from the lowest A0 up to the highest C8 by the numbers. So the numbers start at C. The change of the numbers starts at C. There's a purpose for that. It's because of the system of musical notation that they created, our forefathers. So this music theory is not new. It's been as old as music itself, I guess. Okay, so C4, C5, C6, C7, C8. So that way we can name all the tones distinctly. Just because, like I said, 12 tones repeat themselves from the lowest. So you need the numbers to help you. Okay, so that takes care of. Now the most important lesson in lesson 1 is the half step and the full step. So like I said, 12 tones are evenly spaced. These 12 tones are evenly spaced. Takes 12 keys, 12 notes, and you go back to the higher octave of the same tone. So C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to go back to C. That is not unique to the piano. Also in this guitar is also, if you okay, bigger one. So this guitar is the frets, the half steps are created using the frets of the guitar. So each fret is a creates a note, a tone half step up from the one below it. So the guitar has 6 strings, right? So the lowest string is E, E, F. Let's place the this one. No, wait lang ha. Media file, office, okay. So E, what's the half step up after E? F, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D sharp, and it goes back to E. Okay, so the guitar is designed, is created such that the 12 steps are in between the first, the bridge, and to here. So that's why there are two circles. So between here, these two circles up to here is 1 octave. So E, E, and in every fret is a half step up. Every fret is a tone in the keyboard. Okay? So we're talking about half steps, and so from, and also, by the way, the keyboard, the guitar is also designed such that there are markers for you. So on that first on the first string of the guitar, E, then the first with a circle is G, G, A, G. The second circle is A, the third circle is B, and the fourth circle is C sharp, and then go back to E. So there are guides so that you will not be lost. Just like the keyboard has black and white keys, they made the guitar, the design the guitar such that it's also easy to identify the keys, identify the tones or the notes using the circles. But anyway, the point I'm making is that they're evenly spaced. 12 steps, and you go to and you reach the higher tone of the same note or the same tone. Okay, I hope that's just lesson 1 still, and I hope that is really clear to you, because we are going to start constructing chords now. So what are chords? Chords is also one of the cornerstones of music. All the songs are made up of chords. And what are chords? Chords are a combination of 3 or more, basically 3 notes that sound good together. Harmony. So that's it. Chords are 3 notes that when played together makes a distinct sound. So we've identified there are so many chords in music theory. So how do you construct them? There's the C chord, there's the D chord, E flat chord, F chord, G chord, A chord, and these chords, they're all the same whether you're playing guitar or piano or whatever it is you are playing. You still have to know how to construct these 3 chords. Even singing, vocalizing, singing in harmony, like pitch perfect. They've mastered the chords. They know what the chords of the songs are, and they play it. When the second voice sings, she knows exactly what note to sing to blend with the first note, the melody. So knowing how to construct chords, very, very important. And one there's only one guide for you that I can teach you so that you will be able to construct whatever chord you want. You don't have to refer to score sheets or chord sheets or whatever guide, because if it's in your head, it becomes very easy for you to do it. And the guide is I love you. I love you. Remember, chords, how to construct chords. How easy it is to remember the most famous phrase in English, I love you. Or 1, 4, 3. That's how you construct words, by remembering 1, 4, 3. I love you. 1, 4, 3. So what am I saying? Let's say you want to construct the C chord. The C chord. So we said that chords are composed of 3 notes. So we have to find the 2 other notes of the C chord. So the second note is 4 half steps up the first note. So if it's C, our first note for the C chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So the second note is E. The third note is 3 half steps higher than the second note. 1, 2, 3. So what is the C chord? What are the notes of the C chord? The 3 notes of the C chord? C, which is the first note. 3, which is the second note. And G, which is the third note. Very easy. So with just by following 1, 4, 3, you can construct whatever chord you need to construct. So C, E, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, E, G. That's the C chord. C chord. Imagine there's no heaven. C chord. This first chord that I learned actually because of a Debbie Gibson song that says, I get in there. C chord, C, E, G. So you can construct whatever. Let's say you want to construct the D chord. So count 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp is the second one. 1, 2, 3. A. So the chords of the D chord the notes or the tones of the D chord are B, B, F sharp, and A. Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not appear. So that's the D chord. So every chord that you are asked to construct, no matter what it is, just remember your half steps. I said half steps are very important because it's the one that will guide you to construct chords. Half step and the word I love you, or 1, 4, 3. B chord. So what are the notes of the B chord? 1, 2, 3, 4. So D sharp. 1, 2, 3. So the B chords, the notes of the B chords are B, D sharp, and F sharp. B, D sharp, F sharp. Very easy. So now you know how to construct any chord. So C sharp, go to the C sharp note first as the first note. Whatever it's named after, the first note will always be the tone of that. The first note will always be that the chord's name. C sharp chord, C sharp chord. Start with C sharp and then 4 steps F and then 3 steps G. So C sharp. That's how easy it is to construct chords. Just make sure that you know that. 143. So one more. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the second note is A. 1, 2, 3. The third note is E. F, A, C. F, A, C. So now you can construct chords. I am going to end here. Just chords. So till next time. If you have any questions, you can always place your question in the comments and I will respond to them. So till the next lesson, remember how to construct chords. You may repeat this video if you need to. Bye.